Welcome. You're tuned into Tangled Threads. If you're digging our content, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Hey everyone, I wanted to apologize about yesterday's upload. For some reason, YouTube didn't get the last 4 minutes of the video. I'm not sure what caused it, but I'll make sure to keep an eye out for it in the future. Anyways, to the story. Hey Reddit, first time poster here. I've got a story, and I really need to vent. Just a heads up, this is going to be a long one. I guess I just need some space to process everything that's happened. So, a little backstory. My wife, let's call her Claire for this, and I have been together for about 10 years, married for 6. We met right out of college, hit it off instantly, and it felt like a fairy tale. She's always been this vibrant, life-of-the-party type, while I'm more laid back. Over the years, I thought we complemented each other well. I guess things started to change without me noticing. It was my buddy Jake's birthday last Friday, and he wanted to hit this new bar downtown. I wasn't really in the mood, but he insisted a lot, saying we hadn't all hung out in ages. So, I figured why not. I texted Claire, who was out with her friends, and asked her if she wanted to meet us there. She said she'd stop by. Fast forward a couple of hours, we're at the bar, having a good time, catching up. Jake's already had a few too many, typical for him, but he's harmless. Then he nudges me, nodding toward the hallway that leads to the bathrooms. "Isn't that Claire sneaking off with someone?" he slurs. I look over and sure enough, there's Claire and some young guy heading toward the men's bathroom together. My heart sank. I told Jake and a couple of other friends to come with me. We got to the bathroom and I pushed the door open to find this kid, couldn't be older than 20, working as the bartender, kissing my wife. Rage like I've never felt before took over. I grabbed the kid by his shirt and pulled him off Claire. He was just a college-age student, and I might have lost it a bit. Let's just say he won't forget that night. Claire was in tears, trying to pull me away from him, yelling that it wasn't what it looked like. But come on, how dumb did she think I was? We caused quite the scene. The security came, and it was a mess. I was so angry, but I managed to keep my cool somewhat intact and not get us arrested. Told Claire we were going home and she was to grab her stuff and leave. The drive home was silent. I was in autopilot, part of me still not believing what I had just seen. Once we got home, the gravity of it all hit me. This was the woman I had built my life with, talking about kids and growing old together. And here she was, not even apologizing, just crying and saying she didn't mean for it to happen, as if that made it any better. I watched her pack her things, mostly in silence. She tried to talk, probably to explain or plead, but I wasn't having it. I had trusted her implicitly, and she betrayed me in the worst way. She moved in with her sister later that night. I haven't spoken to her since. The last few days have been tough, Reddit. I've been through the whole gamut of emotions. Betrayal, sadness, anger, you name it. Part of me wonders if I could have done something different, but deep down, I know it's not my fault. I don't really know where to go from here. I thought I knew her, but maybe I never did. What's next for a guy like me? So, am I the asshole for how I handled things? Did I go too far? I just feel lost. Thanks for letting me spill this mess here. Any advice or thoughts are appreciated. Update 1. Hey Reddit, I'm back again. I received a lot of support and advice from you all last time, and honestly, it helped more than I can say. I didn't expect to be back with an update so soon, but here we are. Strap in, because you wouldn't believe what happened next. So, it's been about a week since the whole mess went down. I've been keeping to myself, trying to sort through the divorce papers and just process everything, you know. I thought Claire had been staying with her sister, and that was that, at least for now. Yesterday evening, I'm at home, and there's a knock on the door. I figured it was a delivery, or maybe a neighbor, but boy, was I wrong. I open the door, and there's Claire. And the bartender kid. Yep, the same kid. They both looked like they wanted to talk, and I could tell they'd been arguing. The kid, let's call him Mike, seemed agitated, more so than Claire. Before I could even get a word out, Mike starts ranting about how he's in love with Claire and that I should let her be happy, and how he's not afraid to take what's his. It got heated real quick. He tried to push past me into the house. I pushed him back, trying to keep the situation from escalating, but he wasn't having any of it. He swung at me, and I defended myself. We ended up on the front lawn, and I won't lie, I was beyond furious. I didn't start the fight, but I sure as hell finished it. The neighbors must have heard the commotion because next thing I know, the police show up. They separate us and start asking questions. Mike's got a bloody nose and he's shouting about pressing charges, all while Claire is crying and begging him to stop. I explained to the cops what happened, how he tried to force his way into my house and attacked me. A couple of neighbors vouched that Mike was the aggressor. The police took our statements and ended up taking Mike in for disturbing the peace and assault. Claire was a mess. After the police left, she apologized for bringing him here, said she didn't know he was going to explode like that. She left soon after, and I've been sitting here, trying to wrap my head around this circus. It's clear to me now that I made the right decision by ending things. This whole ordeal has just reinforced that. I need to move forward, work on myself, and just try to put this chapter of my life behind me. It's not going to be easy, but I'm starting to see that it's necessary. So, that's the latest, Reddit. Not how I imagined my week turning out. Thanks again for all the support and advice. It's really helped me stay sane through all this craziness. What a wild ride this has been. Update 2. Hey Reddit, it's the guy who caught his wife cheating with the bartender, back with one last update. I really can't thank this community enough for the overwhelming support and solid advice I've received. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, but I'm here to say things are finally looking up. Since the last chaotic incident with Claire and the bartender showing up at my house, life has been surprisingly peaceful. I've had a lot of time to think, to reflect on what happened, and how I want to move forward from this mess. I've realized that dwelling on the past isn't going to help me rebuild my life. I've started to focus more on myself. I picked up some old hobbies that I had put on the back burner during my marriage, like woodworking and hiking. It's been really therapeutic, honestly. I'm also considering a few courses to maybe even change my career path. Something fresh, something to keep me excited about the future. As for Claire, we are proceeding with the divorce, and it's going fairly smoothly. We've decided it's best to keep our interactions minimal, focusing only on the necessary stuff to untangle our lives from each other. It's sad, sure, but I believe it's for the best. I wish her well, but I know we're both on different paths now. I've been dipping my toes back into the dating scene too, but I'm taking it slow. Just casual coffee dates for now. I think it's important to rebuild my trust in relationships and not rush into anything serious. This will be my last update here. I wanted to close this chapter on a positive note and let you all know that I'm doing okay. Better than I thought I would be, actually. Your words of encouragement played a big part in that. Thanks for everything, Reddit. Here's to new beginnings and a hopeful future. Cheers. Damn, dude, they just can't do it, can they? Anyways, let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more Tangled threads.